Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans! This episode was made possible by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. So let's join the gang as we discover more about the Universal Orlando Resort, as well as Universal Studios Hollywood, Japan, and Singapore.
Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 162. I am your host Lee, and joining me for this episode is my not very well wife Tracy.
Hello.
Oh. That was pathetic.
That's how I feel. Wrung out.
And Darren.
What's up, Internet?
And Hunter.
This is getting very abstract, but thank you. I do enjoy working at the bowling alley.
What the hell? Okie dokie. Right. Well, what we had planned for this episode didn't end up coming off, so we're going to have to push that back. So what we're going to do is jump into the second part of what we did. Was it 4 shows ago, when we went round Islands of Adventure and decided what little things we could do to improve each area of the park?
Yes.
So we're going to go around Universal Studios Florida. So Hunter, just so you know, because you weren't there, the idea is to go through each area by area, and it's little things that we could do to add to the park. So not multi-million-pound refurbs of attractions, just small things that would enhance that area of the park.
Oh, you mean like plastic passes?
Plastic passes.
Yes.
You'll get your digging, sunshine. So the first area we would come to entering the park would be Production Central. To be quite honest, Production Central needs a lot of work doing to it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you want to do too much, because then people stop, and that's your thoroughfare.
But it's not like you walk into Port of Entry, and that entrance is grand, and it's inviting. You walk into the studios,
True.
and it's a bit kind of...
Yeah, but you're walking onto a set. That's the difference.
But is that...
And that's why you have the wide roads, because then you've got space for your dollies and your cameras and your actors and your crew and stuff like that. That's the idea. It's supposed to be an expansive set.
But that theme's gone a little bit now, hasn't it?
Well, it has, yes. Maybe they need to bring that back a bit. You know.
Well, no, because they're going... I've listened to a few podcasts and they've sort of talked that they've gone away from showing you behind the scenes of movies to putting you in the movies now is more the theme that they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
But then I suppose the entrance still fits in that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think they could over-exaggerate the production side of things. Like have the, I don't know if anybody remembers, it was a long time ago, but they used to have like fake film crews out there.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing around there. Like they're shooting something. I know it's impractical now to have the tram running through the streets like they used to. And the attendance is just a little too high for that. Be going very slow. But you know, they used to have the trams going up and down Production Central to get you to the back of the park, and then it would turn around and come back.
Yeah. It's kind of like Hunter, what they do at Hollywood Studios. They have like the Streetmosphere, the Citizens of Hollywood, that type of thing.
Yeah, that would be kind of the only major thing that I'd put in there, is more Streetmosphere characters.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do like a whole you don't want to do a whole rehaul of that section of the park, right? Because too much cash.
Yeah. I think ideally it would need it, but for what we're doing, no, you couldn't.
Because what they could do is kind of like what they did with California Adventure a couple of years ago, where they opened it up and completely changed that entrance to the park. I think that could benefit quite heavily from that, but it's just too much money that they probably don't want to put into it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would like to see, which we didn't see last time. And that was, as you walk through, at the first couple of years that we were going, you'd get greeted. We met Popeye and Olive Oil.
Yeah.
Lucy and Desi. And that, right at the beginning, was great.
They still have that, though, because we went the
Not
Men in Black characters last time we were there.
Yeah, but not as you get get in.
Yeah, literally the other side of the turnstiles,
it was brilliant. That was straight away you were dragged in. If that makes sense. You didn't get a warm up. You were in the thick of it immediately. You'd got through that turnstile, and
Yeah.
I love that, and I miss a lot of that.
Hmm.
You know, especially the classic characters like that. That's a way of
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
the old characters in the parks.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously we've just lost the Lucy store and Lucy a tribute. So
Kind of taking a note, I'm not sure if this would be kind of in that section, but like, especially since they've taken the hat down in Hollywood studios, how you have that street and you're walking down, you're looking at the Chinese theater, right? I think Universal Studios would benefit by having something at the end of that long strip instead of just the little part where Rip Ride Rocket comes out.
yeah. Well, you see, there is a building there. Bring back Ghostbusters, and you've got that point.
Yeah.
Because that's what you've got, haven't you? That's the library right down the bottom.
There's a new film coming, so they've got the excuse.
Yeah. Not convinced about that. Trying to think, what else could you put in?
To be honest,
Mystical fountains. Just put in like 4 mystical fountains. Or maybe they could be like mystical camera reels or something.
Yeah.
We'll still try to theme it.
Rip Ride Rocket can have the mystical guitar.
That's right.
Front.
Well, no, Hard Rock Park tried that, and we see how
What's
that went.
up, dudes? Yeah.
Why don't they have a rack of air guitars?
Yeah.
That'll keep the crowds busy for a bit.
It's funny because I remember reading an article recently about Hard Rock Park, and they actually had it almost looked like a bike stand, but it was a guitar stand, and it said free air guitars. It was awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Like I say, I think it needs more money than just daft little.
Yeah, but it is an area where you don't want to put too much because it is literally the opening entrance. So they've got to get people through.
It is, but it does need. I think it does need a grander entrance.
Yeah, but could you imagine there are people who do strangely turn up and pay on the gates. Can you imagine though if you looked through the gates and there was this huge crowd of people that were actually just stuck in that place because they wanted to see and do everything that had been crammed in. They might go, yeah, I'm not going in there. Look how full it is. And actually it's not. That's just what they're seeing immediately through the gate. That's why I'm saying you can't put too much in Production Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look at Main Street.
Yeah.
That's
Which
the
is a
same
giant
idea.
shopping center.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the same idea, isn't it?
It's a bigger area.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got that great big hub first,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and then it narrows, and it's got side streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of done Production Central, aren't we? So
Like-
we're going straight on or we're turning right?
You've got to go clockwise, so we go into New York next, don't we? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, just
I had
pop
it all written down last time.
Just popping back to Production Central. Close Shrek. Carrying on.
Yeah.
That's an improvement right there.
Yeah.
Don't just not even replace it, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Just
Where's
close
your
it.
Where's Transformers? What area is that part of?
I think it's technically New York.
Where do they have it?
Can I just shock everybody? Get rid of Shrek and put a Starbucks in. That's how much I dislike Shrek.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
Man.
Right,
Yeah,
so
I
let's
know how I feel about Starbucks.
move on to New York. So we're going to go on that token. Let's close Twister. Because it doesn't
Done.
belong in New York anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you know it does belong in New York. Jimmy Fallon,
Fallon.
presents a New York flyover.
Oh, I'd say that.
Do you know what? You need a lot more street vendors.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, I think they are. Well, they have. They've just put that new popcorn stand there, haven't they? But
But you
yeah, they're
need-
missing a trick like a hot dog cart.
And falafel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should be selling. You need steam coming out of the manhole covers and
Oh, that would be awesome.
yellow taxi cabs and honking horns and
And
Mafia
Teenage
bosses.
Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out during certain parts of the afternoon.
and crowds and crowds of ignorant people that don't make eye contact and just push straight past you.
Transformers
And
is part
cars ramming into you at all times.
of Production Central.
Pardon?
Transformers is part of Production Central, according to the Universal website.
Right.
Interesting.
Yep, the map,
Okay.
Yep.
Which, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit of an eyesore, but I'm not sure how they can improve that.
No. I think New York really is it's not far off perfect when you think
No,
about
I like
it.
New York.
No, it's still got those little alleys you can go and get lost in.
And the stuff in the windows.
Yeah.
New York is more akin to, you guys just brought up Main Street. New York is almost their version of Main Street in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying, Sting Alley is awesome. That's that little alleyway there that looks like, the 1920s, 30s New York. Like the juxtaposition with that, and the streets that are a little more modern. Like you're talking more like the 60s, 70s. But the another interesting thing is Nazerman's Pawn Shop, which is that entire block.
Yeah.
Is a big empty space. They've put houses for Halloween Horror Nights in there a few years. So that is some kind of space that they could utilize to put more stuff in as well.
Yes, they could.
I think that would actually be a kind of interesting place for that museum that we always wanted. It's
Perfect.
a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them either expand the Blues Brothers show, or I'd like to get some sort of Blues Brothers experience
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I love the Blues Brothers. I'd love to see more of it.
Because it is, I think when we were there, the last full day we were there in 2013, we probably spent half an hour on the night just before the park closed, just sort of working our way back through, and we were going like down all the little steps and knocking on the doors and stuff in all the alleys and that, weren't we, on the last night?
We were. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And people, it's one of those things, again, like we've said with Port of Entry, that people just blast through it and don't actually take any notice of how deep the theming actually does go.
Like the really awesome Led Zeppelin window.
What?
Yeah, there's one of the windows is dedicated to Led Zeppelin. I'll show you next time we go.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
a little embarrassed because I'm a Led Zeppelin fan.
So this is kind of nitpicky, but I think it's something that could be done. So now that Incredible Hulk, right, is getting an overhaul with its queue and some of the additional features and everything, can we finally get a coherent story from the Mummy attraction?
Yeah, that wouldn't take a massive,
You don't have to redo the entire ride, but I mean, the front is a museum, and then you're on a movie set, and then you're in an actual tomb, and then you're back on a movie set. What is going on?
Yep. No, I agree.
Yeah, that wouldn't take much, would it?
No, just somebody make up the mind.
Yeah, it's weird. I think because the thing is, you don't get a lot, because it's not that busy anymore. You don't really get to see the story because you're kind of whizzing through it.
Yeah. Well, you go underneath that marquee, which, if I recall, isn't that a holdover from Kong? Do any of you guys know?
No, I don't.
So you go into like the little cinema section, and then you go into the sets, and then you go into the museum, and so on and so forth. It's just it's a mess. There's so much more that could be done with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. There's a lot of weird. Yeah, it's a weird transition going through that. I never really thought of it, but no, it doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it's weird.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see it when we do get our Mummy refurb, which I'm still holding out for.
I guarantee everything would have been better if the designers had just gotten their cups of coffee.
So you can't get rid of it because you need that joke in there. Like,
Well, you can
everybody
keep it,
knows
but the
that
problem
joke.
is the setup for that joke. Nobody gets to watch those pre-show
Yeah.
videos anymore.
I don't think I've ever seen them.
Oh, and there's a lot of footage in there. I want to say it's like 30 minutes if you sit down and watch it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not available somewhere for you to be able to watch, just like on YouTube or something.
Well, the problem is most people don't stand and document them. You can find any Disney pre-show video you want, but to get some of these Universal ones, you've got to dig.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a shame. I think we're getting where you'll find there'll be more and more of that stuff. But
Well, Universal's also adopting I wish they did more of kind of like the pulsing, where they kind of set you in a room like Disney does.
Yeah.
And which we have seen them do this with Gringotts and everything, but you actually get to see the show and then go into the next room. And it helps with line flow, I think, but I'm not sure why they don't do it.
no, I think that's the thing with Forbidden Journey, isn't it, as well, with Dumbledore's office and the Defense Against the Dark Arts. If the queue's moving quickly, unless you stop, you'll just blast through it and not really see the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have you outside waiting in the greenhouse the entire time, and then you just blast through the castle.
Yeah.
It'd be so much better if you did, when you walk in, they activate, ruining the magic a little bit. But they turn on Dumbledore, he does his thing, you go into the next room, you see Harry, Hermione, and Ron, so on and so forth.
Because there is literally nothing in that greenhouse, not even like an animatronic plant or anything.
Mm-hmm. Which, did you guys talk about that on the plussing? Because it seems like with a little bit of cash, you could really spruce that area up.
We didn't really mention much about that other than putting, like streetmosphere type people in.
Mm-hmm.
Are we done for New York?
Yeah. Yeah, that's an area I'd like to see stay the same as much as they can.
I think they made one good adjustment by adding the film vault. I think that's a great thing to have there.
Oh, yeah. That is perfect. That's the best store ever.
Okay, right. Well, we shall move on to San Francisco. Well, I think this is already getting an overhaul, isn't it?
Bulldoze it.
I think it kind of is.
Yeah.
There's only two attractions in it, and they're both getting pulled down.
Bruce is in there, though.
I really wonder what they're going to do. Is it just going to be...
Fast
is it going to be LA? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because apparently when the original press release got accidentally posted, it said San Francisco. Then when the official one got posted, that reference to San Francisco had gone. So whether they were
that
originally...
entire San Francisco area is just a facade for Disaster and Beetlejuice. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And you think even the main restaurant, or one of the main restaurants in there, Richter's, is all about earthquake. It's themed around the attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Top yourself at the Fixings Bar.
That's the one.
Yes, which we've still never been in.
Which their claim to fame, I think, for the longest time is that they were one of the only... Well, they were one of the original places with the Coke Freestyle machine, right?
What a claim to fame.
Yeah, I know. We have 200 types of soda.
Well, all right then. Basically, what you're looking at for this one is we've got to take it as Fast and Furious being open, and what would you like to see them do with the rest of the area? So if they end up re-theming it to Los Angeles, which it sounds like they're going to.
Mm-hmm.
I want shootouts. I want drive-bys. I want...
Pop, 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 pop. I want a Compton area. They have ice cream.
I mean, it was a pretty big success.
Yeah.
Lots of F-bombs in it, apparently.
Yeah. Bring a new meaning to the Coke Freestyle machine.
That'll be interesting to see. If they do change that, if Lombards will still stay there, and if Bruce stays there.
Yes,
I think Lombards is kind of like Mythos. Like even if they get rid of the rest of Lost Continent, Mythos is still going to be there. I think Lombards has that kind of station too.
Yeah, it is one of the signature restaurants in that park. But it's just how does a seafood restaurant fit into LA?
Well, it's got a cost.
How does a giant government warehouse fit into the middle of New York?
Yes.
Because it does. Look, there. Look, just look at it. It fits in quite well.
It just squared right in there.
Yeah, it's a giant cube they just airdropped.
Yeah.
It was from the heavens.
There you go. There's all your answers. I don't know what I'd do with San Fran.
I don't know LA enough to know.
No, I don't know LA.
I think that's where they're going to. They'll probably update the facades, but I'm guessing all these like live street performances and everything. I'm guessing that's where they're going to move that into.
No, I think once that lot opens, you'll see they'll go. I think they're just there literally to give people something to do while those attractions are closed.
Oh, you think they're the Jaws standees that we had when we were waiting on Diagon Alley to open?
Yeah, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything permanent. I think they've literally just brought them in. Like they do sometimes in the summer months when it's busy, they'll bring in, I know when we were there last time, and I've never seen them before or after, the Universal Studios band, and they just had like a little band set up playing like Spider-Man and Back to the Future theme and stuff. I've never seen them before or after.
They still have that band that plays in Production Central, don't they, Darren?
That was them, because I recorded
Lucy and all them.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, they were really good.
I haven't seen them in a while either.
But I think they
Yeah.
just bring things like that in when it's busy, just to give people extra things to do.
Yep,
And I think that's all these are.
definitely. So yeah, I guess it all really depends on what they do with that area, and I think in whatever they're changing, they're going to be doing some sprucing up of their own, anyways. Maybe the water side stays like San Francisco themed, and then the other side is just Fast and the Furious.
Maybe you're driving through the land so fast they just look side by side.
It's just all blurred.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Because San Francisco and LA aren't that far apart.
Oh, no.
All the facades are going to be some poor graphic designer. He just took the smear tool on Photoshop and just kind of...
Right, let's move on to the one place in this whole park that probably doesn't need anything, but see if we can find anything.
Actually, I was thinking total overhaul.
All right.
This place has been around so long that I think it's really starting to wear down, and they need to make a lot of changes around here.
Put something water-based in it.
Yeah.
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley. Well, they're not touching it until we get over there, so I can at least see it first.
Yes.
I think they should just do a full retheme.
I think what they should do is just
They're going to theme it to Pacific Rim.
put us in it. That rumour is not for there, but it's kicking around again, Pacific Rim.
Yeah, what they should do is just close it all off to the general public while we're there. So we have...
You can hire it out.
exclusive-
I
right,
dread to
well,
think how much it costs.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get mine first, but then we can help you guys out.
It's a plan.
Go on then, you two, because we haven't been, so...
Honestly, I think Diagon Alley is pretty perfect as is.
Yes.
The only thing maybe I'd add, and it kind of take away from the theming, is I really love the rain covering that's over near where they do the stage shows. I wish that was throughout the whole land, but it would kind of detract from it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it might. But
Maybe. Okay, here's one, Darren. We've talked about it. We even talked about it on the last show. Let's add some more effects to Leaky Cauldron, because comparing it to Three Broomsticks is kind of empty.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And let's be honest,
Definitely.
if you look at the ones in the Three Broomsticks, it doesn't take much. It's just a projection, but I love them. We sat and watched them for ages.
Yeah.
Simple and cool.
Maybe update the dragon so she's not just a statue. She can actually kind of move and flap her wings.
That'd
and-
be good.
That would be awesome.
I don't know how much that would cost.
Like 20.
20 what million?
Exactly.
See, not having been, I don't really know, but I know a lot of people. It's a weird one because when Hogsmeade opened, a lot of people complained that there wasn't much queue. Like the queue for Ollivanders was all outside, and then like the shops were dead narrow and stuff. Whereas then they've gone into Diagon Alley and they've added that extra queuing space inside and stuff, but it doesn't need it. Would you think that now they could possibly take that space that they thought was going to be for queues and do something else with it?
Didn't we hear at one point, not to change it too much, Lee, but didn't we hear at one point that Cart Kit was supposed to get another ride later on?
I haven't heard that.
Okay.
Me either.
I remember somebody saying there was enough room for another flat ride back there. I'm not sure how a flat ride would fit in with the theming, but
It kind of wouldn't. That's the
It
problem.
It backs up to a parking lot, so they'd have to build another garage back there. Because I've been back there on that side, and Diagon Alley is already like kind of jutting out into the lot as it is.
Darren, I just thought of one that needs to happen like ASAP. Can we get a better impressionist for Hermione's voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we please, for the love of God, or whatever
minor.
religion you believe in, get that updated?
We could probably have Jay do it, and it would be way better. So,
Hey, Harry, you know that doesn't work.
Is it honestly that bad?
Because you could probably get Raymond to do it and it'd be better.
Yeah. Is it that bad?
Last time I was on the train.
not Leviosa.
Leviosa. Last time I was on the ride, Lee, a little girl was sitting next to her mom, and she looked over at her mom and goes, "Hermione sounds sick." So
Maybe she was.
this kid was probably 3 or 4 years
Oh,
old. So
wow,
I mean,
that's
if
that
they're noticing
bad.
it, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish maybe we had a couple more practical effects in Gringotts.
Yeah, see, I can't comment because we haven't ridden it yet, but
It's all screens.
the glasses have been a big bone of contention as well.
What's wrong with glasses?
I heard quite a few complaints that they're kind of blocked in at the side, so it hinders your view a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand.
We'll do it a couple times when you guys are here, obviously, but I want to do one ride with you guys with the glasses off, because you see a lot of really incredible things.
Right.
Yeah.
Stuff you're
You'd
supposed
think
to
they
see.
could make a frameless lens for those kind of things by now.
Well, the Transformers ones are all right, and the Spider-Man ones aren't bad.
Well,
Let's start a
I
petition.
think they're the same, basically.
With your ticket purchase, you have an option to upgrade. For $10 more, you'll get 3D contact lenses, and you just wear them all day.
I've
That's
got
pretty
them in
much every
now,
ride
actually. Look, everything's 3D. Woo.
Funny guy.
I want to see the Ministry of Magic telephone box that when you type in magic, it actually takes you down to the Ministry of Magic.
We don't want the toilets, though.
I need a question. I'm going to ask the same question that we kind of mentioned when we were talking about Hogsmeade is, how many of the team members that work in Diagon Alley have genuinely either good or are English accents?
I've never met one.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, dear.
I don't.
That
Yeah, in
disappoints
Diagon
me a
Alley, I
little
don't
bit.
remember anybody.
Right.
Because I always thought one of the things that she was quite adamant about was she wanted, because I know the Hogwarts, not the Hogwarts Express, the night bus conductors. I know one of them, and his accent's not bad for an American. They're not bad, which is funny how they go for those main characters. Like, I know even a lot of people who performed the Tale of the Three Brothers and the Fountain of Fair Fortune. I know quite a few of them aren't English either.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's the one place where you do hear the English accents a lot, or the performances. And like you said, the night bus conductor always has an English accent. But yeah, the rest of them, like the actual people that are working there, very rarely.
I know it's difficult because you know, working from us having to go over to work there, it's awkward. But I know, like, you think back to when we had Zoe on, they had a lot of English team members over there who were on like the college program. But I think she said they don't even do that anymore now.
Mm.
And I'm surprised that for how controlling J.K. Rowling's been, I'm surprised that she hasn't made them. At least, I think I remember her saying that she didn't want people doing fake English accents.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, she's taken more of a passive approach with Diagon Alley.
But then that still doesn't explain how Hogsmeade is.
Well, I think we can kind of put that to rest after they started allowing metal detectors in with her theming.
That's fair enough. I mean, the general consensus is the biggest things with Diagon Alley is that there's not enough rides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one ride. One show.
Yeah.
Well, one stage, I should say.
So expand it.
Do we not count Hogwarts Express as a ride?
Is it part of Diagon Alley or is it...
No, it's outside.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It kind of is and it isn't.
See, I say London and Diagon Alley is all one entity. It's all that part of the park.
I see it as a conveyance between the two parks that has a little show that plays. Like, it's, I don't think you can say it's fully fledged enough to be an actual ride.
No, but if we judge it on the credentials of transportation, then we've got to compare it to things like the monorail.
Do you class that as a ride at Disney?
No, I count it as transportation. It does
Exactly.
not have themed elements like a ride would.
But then the Hogwarts Express does.
That's what I'm saying.
But, like, minimal.
Well, I think the queue at least warrants it to be an attraction. I think we can at least agree in that regard.
It's for as near as damn it to London King's Cross, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can you believe they built one after they did this one over in Orlando? They look spot on.
right, I can't believe, right, the one area of the park that everyone's gone, it's perfect, we don't need to do anything with it, is probably the area we've spent the most talking about.
Yeah. I was just thinking the
And
same
you know,
thing.
it's very nitpicky things.
Oh yeah, I think it's just because you love it so much, you could add so much more in there. See, I'd like to see them, I'm going to go one, is with the, like how Disney uses the the projection, the digital mapping now for like the castle show and stuff. I'd like to see them on a night do that with Diagon Alley, or even like we know it's open for Halloween Horror Nights this year. Do that and then sort of use the projection mapping to have it how it looks in the Deathly Hallows. So like all the shop windows are smashed and stuff. I think that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I don't know how much those projectors cost, but it's not going to cost you
Well, once they've got
fortune.
it's not a one-use thing, is it?
I think that would be cool.
Well, it was
we
what,
know they have
2
some.
years?
Yeah, from
Yeah, it was 2 years ago
Acid
they did
Assault.
the whole scare zone themed
Yeah.
to the acid rain, right?
Yeah,
Which was awesome.
I can't understand why they've never used it again.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're done. I think we're done with Diagon Alley, surely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will take a quick break, and then we'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th wonder of the world is returning to Universal Orlando Resort. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel take care of the resort reservation. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as being an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the awesome Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. So, you don't need to miss the chance to see the amazing King Kong in the flesh. And please make sure to let them know that you heard about Fairy Godmother Travel because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us to continue to bring you the greatest Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free at 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com.
Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back, everyone. And we will continue on our plussing of Universal Studios Florida, and we will move into World Expo.
Add more stuff.
Expo.
There's a lot of empty space there.
Just get rid of Fear Factor Live.
That
Yeah.
Coke thingy, what's it? What's that all about?
Let's start. We'll move over there because
Sorry.
that's over the other side. But I think Fear Factor Live will be going shortly,
Yes.
and I think Beetlejuice will be going there.
Yes.
They're really going to have to expand that show out because that stage is like 3 times as big.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's going. But
Why?
That also means
Why
so
not?
when it gets near Halloween Horror Night season, they've got to close down that theater. Like they can't do Beetlejuice that entire 2-month period.
Yeah,
not?
because, well, especially if they keep it the way it is, because Beetlejuice has a lot of set dressing on there.
yeah,
So it's not something I don't think they'd be switching back and forth. But like they do with Fear Factor shuts down all the way.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And nobody's really concerned about it. So I don't
Could you
think
not-
anybody'd be too concerned about Beetlejuice either.
could you not use
Nobody.
animal actors?
No.
Why?
That's quite small.
Isn't animal actors and Fear Factor the same size?
I have no idea. I haven't been in it. Well, I haven't been in Fear Factor at all, and I haven't been in Animal Actors for about 6 years.
I always remember the stage at Animal Actors is very small.
I think you're right,
It is, because
actually.
you're looking down, it's at ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
But yeah, that can go. I don't think making it Harry Potter themed, like another attraction going in there being Harry Potter themed, makes a lot of sense. Being that you're going to be like in Harry Potter, then in London, then in Diagon Alley. Like, I don't know. I don't think it matches up very well there.
I think they'd have to do, if they're going to do Ministry of Magic, they're going to have to put up some additional facade work that kind of goes all around that corner of the park.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to go through a facade like you do with London to get into a Ministry of Magic area. And which there's actually parts, if you're walking from Fear Factor to Diagon Alley, you can kind of see the Diagon Alley section sticking out from corners of there. So we're hoping to do some additional facade work.
Men in Black don't ever get rid of it.
Just update it.
Does it need updating?
I think so.
We need to have
The targeting needs to be updated.
Yeah, we need to have the greeter do the full spiel and with gusto.
Yes, and when it comes in where they disappear behind and they
Yes.
come through as the lift doors open. Yeah, we need to reintegrate that a bit more.
Yep.
They've been doing it more and more lately.
Good. Because I honestly think as a shooter ride, that's as perfect as you're going to get. It's what we always talk about. You get that team member interaction at the beginning. You've got a really, really well-themed queue. If you know what you're talking about, and you ask a team member and they let you can get down in the immigration room. You know, the ride itself is all physical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as perfect as a shooter as you're going to get, I think.
I love it.
I do find it funny that, well, they can update some of the screens and everything in there. Because, like, for instance, where they're telling you to aim at the fusion exhaust port, like, that screen is blurry. That looks like a CRT television.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they could do a lot of stuff like that. They could update the guns, and of course, the targeting as well on there and make sure everything's working right.
We've pretty much tossed out the idea of this just being plussing, I've noticed. This is just getting into fix everything.
No, I think we are. It's still plus. It's still the same thing. You talk about taking something and making it better without spending a fortune.
Yeah. Well, kind of getting into it, we were talking about 3D projections. Why don't you have 3D projections on some of those buildings in there? So you shoot certain parts of the building and the building starts to, collapse or pieces of it fall off.
Yeah. Or little fires break out. Or
I'm
something.
gonna give you one. Put the mesh bags back in the car so
Yes,
you don't have to
please.
use the lockers outside because they are
They're a
a
ball
pain
ache.
in my arse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it always
Here's
used to be. You could just sling your bag in the front. They just had like those little mesh pouches in the footwell, and you just put your bag in there. It was never a problem. I don't understand why they decided
Maybe
to
a
change
few
it.
of them split and people started losing
I
stuff.
think it was more the fact they thought, we can get some money out of
spinner,
people here.
Yeah.
That's got to be the only reason for it.
Yeah.
Here's a minor one. Let's try to get the Men in Black gift shop not smelling like an old person's home.
That'd be a good one.
We think it's like
It's
a bird
bad.
cage towards the front. Like the scents change as you walk through.
I can't say I've ever noticed it.
It
I'll
does
be
have a
honest.
very strange aroma.
It does.
Supposedly they have a lot of space back there because that's originally where Jurassic Park River Adventure was going to go before Islands of Adventure opened up.
Yes.
And don't they do some of the tent houses behind that,
Yes.
Darren?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
the two constant pop-ups are back there. The tents themselves, well, you can barely call them tents anymore, but those tents back there have been there for I think the last like 10 years, and they've stayed up throughout the year. So
That's probably
they're not that big though, but it'd be weird because there'd have to be an entrance to the attraction, and then it would have to go like around the corner behind Men in Black, which they could do with the queue, I guess.
they're almost kind of doing that with Skull Island, though.
True. I guess so.
What house is over there now? This year, Darren?
Insidious and The Purge are the two houses there, and then right down the way from that is the Parade Building, and that's where Walking Dead is this year.
Okay.
And Halloween was back there last year?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Halloween and Dollhouse of the Damned last year.
Okay.
I was going to say something there. Oh, we need to change the songs up in the post-show area because those poor team members are listening to that, literally the Men in Black from the first film over and over and over. And it's all right when you come off the ride because you're pumped because you've had a good time and you dance down that. But if you're listening to that 3.5 minute song on loop for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours.
And then outside there, I think they have about 5 songs on the playlist that they just play over and over again.
And they're not really like themed to anything in particular. They're just like poppy.
Like early 90s hip hop.
Yeah, we noticed that last time.
Will Smith was in the 90s hip hop. Let's just play other similar artists.
Yeah.
Like Tracy said there, that weird sort of cool robo thing, whatever it's. What?
That can go.
Yeah, it's a bit
They
dated.
could, I think they could do a lot more with that gift shop too, though. Like they could have maybe like a secret room, or they could have, like the lockers that they have in the second and the first film.
Like, why not just put a photo op in there as well and have like a photo connect thing?
Well, they're too busy selling that weird faux jewelry they sell off to the side.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Oh yeah.
You like
that's
Will Smith? You like gold chains? I got your place.
Is the car
Yeah.
still there from the first film? Outside? Or not?
That's where you can buy
No.
fanny packs as well.
Darren,
What?
is the car still parked out the front?
The car?
Yeah, they used to have the Men in Black
Wasn't
car, the
there
black
last time.
Ford POS.
No.
Really?
I've never seen that there.
Really?
Me neither.
I need to
Photos,
find
haven't
that. We've got a picture of it somewhere that was out
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't there
The
last
big
time.
empty. You mean like in that circular area?
It was kind of just
Yeah.
to the side, like
Near the
in,
loos.
in between kind of where the toilets are and where that cool down zone thing is.
Oh yeah, no.
The
That's a
Robo
smoking
Oasis.
area.
God forbid people
always been a
can't kill
smoking area.
themselves.
Those
As long as
benches
I've been there.
are like bins.
I need to find that picture.
So going on into Springfield, I guess.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to pull mine for one first out of the bag. Right, I've said this a long time. I even messaged someone who works at Universal. I said this needs to happen. Right. So one of the big things Universal seem to do at the moment, especially in Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, is having live musical entertainment
yes, I remember this,
performances.
yes.
Right. So you've got the Frog Choir, whether you like it or not. Personally, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Celestina Warbeck in Diagon Alley. Right, Hunter, go with me here because I think you'll appreciate this. You need the B sharps,
Yeah.
so you need your barbershop quartet out in Springfield. It's such an easy thing to do.
For Christmas, they need to put the Mr. Plow truck out there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
I was thinking on Sundays we could have a Ned Flanders worship service, but
you could just have the church facade and just change the sign up like they do out the front of the church all the time with just stupid sayings.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be great.
there's so
they need
much
those
stuff they could.
smokestacks from Hollywood. They need.
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. With the nuclear power plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know it's very nitpicky, but you can definitely look at the Simpsons ride, and it doesn't fit in whatsoever
No.
with the rest of the surrounding area. And that's obviously because it was the old Back to the Future building.
Yeah.
But if they could do something with that, they never will, but that would bring up the theming a little bit, in my opinion.
I think when you consider what it was and what they've done with it, it is fairly decent because it won't have cost them that much to do what they've done with, like you say, retheming the show building and then putting in Fast Food Boulevard and all the rest of it. It's not a massive expansion they've done, but it is one of the coolest areas in the park.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Especially Fast Food Boulevard.
Yeah.
Some great food choices
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, that's funny. I was looking through our pictures from last time we were there, and the one that keep popping up I always see is Darren with his first Duff beer there at about 10 o'clock in the morning. First Duff.
Can't
But
get
we
enough
spent-
of that wonderful Duff.
We spent too much time in that restaurant.
No, we didn't. I think that's where I put most of my weight on.
Yeah, we went there before I did the kitchen challenge. Like
Yeah.
2 hours before, that's where I was sat eating.
That's
No
where
wonder you couldn't
we
finish.
met up.
No, you didn't come over until we were waiting outside Men in Black. We did go into Springfield afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah,
It was like a mass exodus
because we were
towards the front of the park.
cuddling walking through.
Uh-huh.
Aww. I'm going to throw up now.
Oh.
It would have been nice for the Android dungeon to not have been toilets and actually be... This is funny, actually, considering what we were talking about on the show last week with the comic book shop. And actually make it a comic book shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that could be your authentic comic book shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the
He's like
person
asking
working
a
there,
question. He's like, whatever.
yeah, you have to act disgusted with whatever suggestion they offer. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ugh, DC, I'm a Marvel man.
Yeah, it would be
Ugh,
cool.
Marvel? Ugh, I'm DC all the way.
That would be dream job right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird one with The Simpsons because you couldn't really do... That's the only thing with putting the B-sharps in there. You can't really do face characters, can you?
Mm-mm.
No. No.
But the nice thing about The Simpsons, though, is that you can do a whole lot with that without putting a whole lot of money into it, too.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
can just continuously upgrade it and add little in-jokes and...
I suppose you got so much material to pull from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little
Yeah.
things. It doesn't even have to be anything huge. But if you're a Simpsons fan, you'd walk in and spot
you'd
it
see
straight away and be like, oh, that's cool. Like Diagon Alley, let's be honest, and Hogsmeade, there's little things in there that as a Potter fan, you'll just go, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, like Darren and Derek were showing me the other day, the Bort merchandise.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Yep. Yeah,
I'll have you know, my son is also named Bort.
Bort?
You know the gates with
El Barto and that.
yeah,
and
where you meet Sideshow Bob and everybody. No, that's it's all lovely and nice, but they could retheme those gates. Obviously, like so they're solid, so you can't really see through them. But so they look like the gates to Mr. Burns' mansion. You know, there could be like a bell, and when you bark at your hear, release the hound and the
That would be
dogs. Do you know what I
cool.
mean? But it looks like you painted so it looks like you're looking through these ornate gates up the sweeping drive to the mansion.
That would be
I think
cool.
that'd be better than what's there. Much as I love what's there,
Definitely.
because that brings
Especially
another
because
element in,
the,
doesn't it?
Yeah, the meet and greet has moved over a little bit. Actually,
Right.
they've got it over in front of the attraction and kind of like one of the exit areas.
Right.
They've put in a few turnstiles and everything, and yeah, they have them meet you, and they actually have big, huge umbrellas to stand under, which I think helps them stay out a little bit longer because that corner is just sun hitting it all the time. So,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, that would open it up for more of that kind of thing. It would be great to have Mr. Smithers and Mr. Burns there
No.
every once
That's
in a
what I
while.
was thinking.
Isn't the whole reason those characters aren't in The Simpsons ride is because they couldn't get Shearer to do any of the work?
I was just gonna say, but
Yeah. Well, if they have like in-park characters, they don't talk, so
this is true.
they could still do that.
Yeah. Are we done for The Simpsons, do we think?
Well,
Or
yeah, I guess I'm
Springfield?
obligated to say that they could take all that stuff off of there and put Back to the Future back on and turn the Fast Food Boulevard into Cafe 80s. I think that's a thing that they could possibly do.
Yes, maybe.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, no. Right, well, let's move on to what have we got left?
Kid Zone.
Is that it? Oh, no, we've got
Kid
two
Zone
left,
and
haven't we?
Hollywood.
Yeah, so Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone.
Well, obviously,
Remember,
updated a little bit.
Darren, we're doing small
No,
makeovers.
can't say flatlet again.
I don't think it's long for
Um,
this world, but as it stands now, what would you think you could do with it just to make it a little bit better?
I want a
Use
longer
small
echo tunnel.
bulldozer. Yeah, at least double the echo tunnel.
Yeah. We need more balls in the Curious George section.
I think they should serve alcohol. That'd make it interesting.
Yeah.
More balls.
More balls.
Curious George.
You've never been in the Curious George area?
No, actually, I
They
haven't.
they have little cannons, and you just aim it at people's faces and shoot balls.
Awesome.
Right, let's not go there. If anybody wants to know the full story of this, just go back and listen to episode 23, but be prepared to be disgusted and amused in equal measure.
Yes.
Yes.
No, you could fire your balls at people's faces.
Anyway,
That would have been.
Maybe Kids Zone would get more traffic if that was the tagline.
I think we need to...
I don't think we can do
Just
anything with that
step
area
away
that's
with
madness.
talking
I think
about-
we need to go to Hollywood.
No, because let's be honest. The one thing that's probably going to stay in there for, or at least you could kind of say that's probably going to stay is E.T.
Yes, let's give one particular alien a boobectomy
Why?
because it's freaky.
You could turn it into
Boob necklace.
the E.T. Total Recall adventure. See, I don't actually... I think we've had this conversation before. That ride isn't actually as bad as people think it is. It just needs updating.
It needs a drastic update, though. That's the problem.
But
if
it's
we're not
still-
putting too much money into it, it needs a complete overhaul.
It does, but Hunter, you
Yes.
look at something like the most popular attraction in the Magic Kingdom is arguably Peter Pan's Flight.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the same ride system as E.T. is.
Mm-hmm.
Peter
Yeah.
Pan's boring.
Go to sleep.
I think more people relate to Peter Pan than they do E.T.
Do you know,
I don't disagree
do you
with
want
that.
to know something? I don't actually like either. I'm not a fan of Peter Pan either.
It's weird, kids.
Dead boys.
They're
Dead
not
children.
dead.
No,
They're
but
dead.
unlike...
No,
so
they're not.
we can
Yes,
use that
they are.
argument, but unlike Peter Pan and unlike Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion, those rides have received consistent upgrades and maintenance
Yeah.
over their lifespans for the past 40 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
E.T., I mean, I think somebody threw a wrench at it once and then called it a day.
No, I had an upgrade a couple of months back, didn't it? They upgraded the
Give it some new
speech
batteries.
system at the
Yeah.
end.
Right. How old? What year was the movie?
E.T.?
Yeah, was it 82?
82?
Something like that.
1982, well done.
Oh,
It's had
patronising, but that's okay.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't give it
Do you
that.
know what? It's not bloody relevant anymore. Our kids didn't like it
It's one of the top-rated movies of all time.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I don't
Pretty
like it.
well
I
regarded.
can't stand it. Sorry, Thomas, I can't
It's-
stand it.
it's this nostalgia thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for nostalgic movies, but this one I've never got. I don't understand why people force it onto the kids.
I can't stand it. It's
I,
weird.
I think it's got a following it doesn't deserve because people
Sorry,
feel they
Thomas.
should love it
Sorry, Thomas.
because apparently it's a classic. It's not.
Sorry, Thomas.
I'm not
I
sorry.
think if they announced
Sorry,
that
Thomas.
the replacement for E.T. was going to be a Super Mario Brothers themed dark ride, people would be sad, but they'd be okay.
Yeah.
I think Mario has much more of an appeal than E.T. does.
It does. I think it has more longevity as well because again, it's still.
It's a timeless.
It is. It's still going. It's not like we've had ET 17.
But the problem
ET
is,
comes back again.
at this
Do you
point,
know? It's just. It's
if you
irrelevant.
remove E.T. from that park, that literally means it is a brand new park from the day it
I
opened.
know. And do you know
But-
what?
Yeah.
And
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you can hold on to it just because it's tradition, too.
Exactly.
I agree with you, Tracy.
do you know
Um,
there's a lot to be said for tradition, as I keep saying. But do you know what? Let that be Disney's thing. Let them be old-fashioned. Universal be innovative and modern and keep moving.
Screens.
Screens,
Yes.
all sorts of screens.
They're the future.
We are the future with Shrek 4D.
I'm done.
Now, it is important noticing that in a Rotten Tomatoes survey recently, E.T. was voted the greatest science fiction film ever made.
What?
And that's over
'Cause
Star
it-
Wars
yeah.
and all that.
Because it's all made up tosh.
I want a Rick and Morty
Sorry.
ride in there instead.
They only
That'd be awesome.
they interviewed they only interviewed one person for that poll, and it was Thomas Wagner. Sorry, Thomas.
I know what I want to
Pixels
see.
isn't that bad.
Hey, I want to see Pixels out of morbid curiosity.
I think that they should change E.T. into a Gravity Falls ride because they wouldn't have to do much because there's lots of forest and woodland.
But Gravity Falls is a Disney property.
Oh, bollocks.
Hey,
I can't watch that
SpongeBob.
anymore then, can I?
could you think?
I always thought they'd make it a slow ride just like it is now, but theme it to SpongeBob.
And I think that'd be a great fit personally.
Well,
if
it
you
look-
didn't want to go the Star Wars route.
It looked Star Wars.
No, SpongeBob.
You said Star
You
Wars.
did.
Oh, my bad.
I always thought they'd do that instead of going down the Star Wars route.
He's
What?
Disney through and through.
No, the Nintendo route.
All
Pardon
right.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's Adventure
Well, I
Time?
think
That's
it'd
not
be a-
Disney, is
It's
it?
bizarre.
But if we're talking about minimal makeovers there, then yeah, I mean, it would cost a lot to gut that and put in new SpongeBob stuff. But if they use the same track and everything, it wouldn't be that crazy. Turning it into like a SpongeBob ride where you ride through the land of SpongeBob on bicycles because we'll just keep those because
They
they're
do?
already made.
They
No,
do.
we used to
SpongeBob
have.
rides a bike under the
we
under
used
the
to
sea.
have at Flamingo Land, our local theme park. We had a 4D SpongeBob attraction, and that was you were riding a bike on it. Funnily enough,
That was
Oh yeah,
but it was just like it was like a
put
Shrek.
SpongeBob in the front basket instead of ET, and you're all set.
Yeah, it's funny how they looked like they were
I'm
going to
ready.
go down that route.
Yeah,
When
you
they-
got to get SpongeBob back to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. You look when they opened SpongeBob Store Pants, it looked like they were kind of going to pump some money into doing SpongeBob in that
I was
area, and
so
they kind of
hoping the
didn't.
works. I adore SpongeBob.
That shop's awesome.
We've spent ages in there,
No, it's
haven't we?
really, really
Just
cool.
finding all the little gags and
Those screens with the ads
Yeah.
in it and that. It's really, really cool.
the price lists and the
Well, Store
employee
Pants
rules.
is the SpongeBob equivalent of what we've got right across the street in Springfield for the Simpsons
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. I think there's, every purchase comes with a free receipt.
But I do say there would be a fair amount of backlash if they were to remove an opening day attraction like E.T. and replace it with SpongeBob. Like I say, I think they could maybe get away with a little bit more if they said, hey, this is going to be the new Mario ride.
But
just because it is such a timeless property.
Yeah, but we're talking about minimal makeover. You're not going to put Mario in the ET attraction.
Well, SpongeBob's still going to be a massive overhaul, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could still use the same basic sets and stuff. I don't think that would work well for a Mario thing. Ride through the Mushroom Kingdom on bicycles.
Well, if we're going minimal, then my improvement to it is put a padlock on the door and throw away the key.
You could do my. I like to do these things where I make up my own storyline for the ride. And E.T., he's an intergalactic drug dealer, and that's why he's running from the cops. And notice everybody perks up when E.T. comes around, and then he has a big old hoopla at the end. It's great.
And obviously it's his drugs are pumped into the atmosphere because he landed on his planet and
Well, I was actually as soon as he said that, I was just thinking.
Experience.
I was just thinking, you are running from the cops at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're running from the cops at the beginning. You are his like human mules. Like you are packed full of drugs, and they bust open, and that's when the whole going to his planet happens.
He's trying to hit you.
But really, you just get arrested.
I think I have a new appreciation for this ride.
Oh my god!
That's all in
Grand
your
Theft
mind.
Auto, the E.T. experience.
LSD.
But if they went the SpongeBob route with that, you'd have a nice little corner of SpongeBob, the Store Pants, and then the Nina's suggestion, turning the pizza place into the Krusty Krab.
Krusty Krab, yeah.
All you need is a little fountain that blows lots of bubbles out as well.
Well, when you think like what they've done with Springfield and stuff, that the Krusty Krab would have been a perfect restaurant to put in there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well,
I don't know why. I don't know whether they've sort of deemed it that it's just that SpongeBob's been around for too long and it's
E.T.'s been around for 33 bloody years.
Have they
And
put
as
any
much
money
as I
into
love The
it?
Simpsons,
That's the point.
has The Simpsons been around too long?
No, but people still love it.
They still make a new
It's
ones.
funny, like Jade's
Still make
only
new
just
SpongeBob.
kind of got into The Simpsons now. I think there's still people are going to discover it. And yeah, they still make new ones. Do they still make new SpongeBob?
That's what I just wondered.
honestly don't
I know
know.
there were, but whether they still are, I love SpongeBob.
I do think it's important to keep Kids Zone themed to something for the kids, though.
Yes.
That needs to be their Seuss Landing.
Yeah. Keep Zeus Landing for us adults.
Because Universal Studios is same for Islands Adventure. They're both pretty intense parks.
Yeah. No, you've got to have something for the kids.
Yeah, but does it need to be a specific area, or can you not just integrate it in the rest? The problem is
Yes, it
then
keeps
anyone
them
with
away.
kids is having to go into there, and everyone else. No, I
Serves great for having
disagree. It's
kids.
not.
I think if they were going to go with SpongeBob Ride, though, as a replacement, they'd do that whole Kids Zone into a SpongeBob Bikini Bottom section, though.
Yeah. You could go
Because then they just do the play zones and all that fun stuff, too.
jellyfishing ride.
Anyway,
Yay!
There we go.
we know what's happening with Kids
Krusty
Zone, so
Krab
let's move
pizza.
on to Hollywood. They need to change the script on the horror makeup show desperately because it's the same one we saw in 2004.
Yeah.
They're still using the Wolfman from 4 years ago.
Yes. No, longer than
7
that.
years ago.
No. Since the first time we went in 2004,
11 years.
they've never changed that Wolfman thing. It's always been that big wolf thing. That's 11 years ago.
No, not that. I'm talking about the. They talk about Rick Baker.
Yes.
And they're talking about the Wolfman remake from 2009.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah.
That's going on 7 years old at this point.
See, I don't even think they've changed out the props in the entry thing for a while.
Not for a
have they?
while,
What was in
no.
there last time?
It's still Van
Hellboy.
Helsing and
Oh,
Think-
yes.
yeah, Hellboy, yeah.
Hellboy's the most recent thing they have in there. So
That
Now
was
we
them
did
who
have
were
a.
there.
I want to say it was a Producers Club member, and forgive me for forgetting your name. maybe it was Travis, I don't know. But one of them suggested that the horror makeup show, they do that, they demonstrate the makeup and everything, and then exiting out into some sort of like horror maze experience.
You could do. I don't know why they just don't use that. I think we've talked about it before, is why not use the horror makeup show as basically as an advertisement for Halloween Horror Nights. You've got people who do makeup for Halloween Horror Nights. You must be able to bring them in for that show.
And it doesn't have to be long. I mean, what is it? Is it Thorpe Park that has the thrill attraction that exits into the queue? The maze?
Yeah. No, it's Alton Towers, isn't it?
That's right.
Nemesis Subterra.
Subterra. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you put the entrance lobby as a Halloween Horror Nights museum. So all your props and stuff from previous years. I mean, they kind of got in there because they've got Jack and the... Darren,
Caretaker.
help me out. Is it the Caretaker?
Yeah, Caretaker.
And then you basically change the horror makeup show into this is what we do for Halloween Horror Nights every year and show like clips of scare zones or whatever, and then have the makeup artists. Like Darren, when you've been to the media previews before, they usually have the makeup artists there, don't they? Sort of applying the latex and making people up for it.
Yeah.
Do something along those
lines. But I think
lines.
what makes the horror makeup show, though, you really have to have a focus on that humor, too, because it is much more of a comedy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it kind of, you go in and it's the horror makeup show. There's not actually a lot of horror makeup in it. At all.
I think it does its job. We've talked about it before. That's my favorite show out of both of those parks, and I think it's still really well done.
It is, but it literally hasn't changed for 11 years or more.
It needs freshening up.
Which remind me to link you guys. Maybe I'll post it in the Producers Club, but we had somebody uploaded the horror makeup show from 1991.
Wow.
And it was presented by the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So I'll post that in the group later on if I remember to do it.
I know Mike Aiello's wife does it sometimes. So I'm going to try and catch it with Summer in when she does it this year because she is funny.
Oh,
I think
she's
it was
hilarious.
Travis posted some video of her do. Oh, he sent us some video of her doing it before, and she is funny. She goes a little. I think she like the show that she did that Travis showed us. She took it a little bit more adult than the other ones we've seen.
Some of them
a little
do,
bit
and it's
more
always
edgy.
a good time.
Yeah, it was really good. And I think that's the thing about that show is they can still be edgy with it, but still kind of keep it relatively family friendly.
Mm. Well, I think they're given a little bit more leeway because, say for instance, something like Beetlejuice, it's a family style attraction. The horror makeup show, you're probably not bringing your young kids into that anyways.
Right.
And I want to say even the park map says it's a PG-13 style experience.
So we took Jade when she was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're those parents that are taking it at Halloween Horror Nights when she's 11.
Do we think that Mel's needs an overhaul?
Go on, Darren.
No.
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 They could use some like brushing up or whatever, but I don't want to see it change too much. I want the facade to stay the way it is.
It needs to be a proper diner.
Can I just say, can we have some more flavoured milkshake, please?
Ugh, still on with this.
Yeah. Was it chocolate and vanilla? Blech. Boring.
Refills in Mythos, different bloody milkshakes in...
I take my beverages seriously. And I think the waitresses should be on roller skates.
That would be cool.
But not
Yeah.
with the milkshakes.
Well, you get shiny floors or waitresses on roller skates. Can't have both, or else you're going to end up with a lot of food on the floor.
Yes.
I want carpets and roller skates.
You can't skate on carpet.
Ew. And that, imagine what that carpet will look like after the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grim.
Yeah, I mean, I love the look. The inside, I think, is very 50s authentic diner. Of course, it had to be expanded out. They can't just have like a small, like a very, your small typical counter service diner. They can't have that there, I don't think. With the amount of people that they need to seat, I think they need to expand that out. And I think they did a good job of expanding it out while still keeping that aesthetic.
So real quick, but kind of on a similar topic. So if we like Mel's, do we plan on doing anything with the Universal Monsters Cafe?
Open it.
Close it.
Menu.
I don't think we've ever seen it
adjustments.
open, have we?
Turn it into Transformers.
Turn it into a Transformers restaurant? Yeah.
Just eat metal.
That's what the
Turn
robot
it
was,
into
wasn't it?
like a military mess hall. Just eat metal.
Yeah.
Here's some aluminum foil.
Enjoy it. Chew it.
So about T2. Anything we want to see done with T2?
Oh yeah, they need to update the intro.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think we've said that God knows how many times.
Yeah.
Maybe up the aircon when you're in that cattle pen first
Yeah,
off.
that's awful. That is awful, that room, that first holding pen room, before you go into the
Yeah.
actual theatre. It's horrible.
Yep.
But I've said it, and I'll say it again, I still think that's the best 3D show in Orlando.
Agreed. 100%.
Mm,
I think it's full of action. You know, it's got that combination of the 3D screens and the physical actors and stuff, and then you've got the robots at the side with the seat drop at the end and all. Look,
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
I love it.
Really is. I think it's brilliant.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 3D was the closest thing to it as far as that goes, because they had the same kind of 3D technology that could bring something right in front of your face.
Yeah.
That you don't get like on the rides and attractions and that kind of thing.
And I think that's the 4K.
you get it on Phil Magic.
It's not. I think it's the 4K projection. I don't think you get that same 3D effect anymore.
No.
And I don't think
So-
Phil Magic's that good. Not now that the
No.
Donald Duck scenes are blurry as hell.
No. I was just talking about the actual 3D elements themselves.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you like the film's blurry as hell.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the facade for Terminator could use a little work,
Yeah, it's one of them.
a little
It's
buff it up, making it shinier.
a bit bland though, isn't it? I think it's one of those. It doesn't exactly stand out. Like we've talked about before,
Oh,
with
no.
the entrance to Spider-Man being a little understated. I think T2 is as well.
Well, if you think Spider-Man's understated, then Terminator is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like literally blends into the corner there. If you're not really paying attention, you're not gonna have any idea that it's happening over there. So yeah, the facade could use some work. That first video for sure. I don't know, the theater. I mean, there's probably a lot of little things they can do to improve that. Improve the theater itself. They did a good job with the transfer to the new video, but like, I don't know if they can clean that up even more, pay some money to get that like seriously restored. I think that would be a benefit for them as well. And then take out the weird Sarah Connor like dialogue, because that's the worst part of the show. That's the only thing that takes me out of it. Is her, and she's like, "We must stop the invasion of the robots. The robots will attack us all. We must defend ourselves from the attacks of the robots." You know,
1950s
her-
Godzilla.
Yeah, very, very weird, stilted, and then the person's just got to stand there and mimic it on stage, and it's just weird. So yeah, that's a little thing that they could do to improve it. But yeah, that intro video is just way dated. They got Shaq with hair.
Yeah.
Missing 3-point shot, making a 3-point shot. You know, like the references, I know for sure the kids have no idea what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
And their tablets that are like a foot thick.
Yeah. They're going to change it to Kazam.
Yeah. There we go.
Great.
I'll take it.
Anybody got
Trying to
anything
think of
else?
Anything else that's in there?
No, I really like the Hollywood area.
Yeah.
I can put my dark room
Yeah.
back and take Betty Boop back out of there. But
And you're gonna have Hello Kitty in there shortly.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And a Ben and Jerry's ice cream shop.
Schwab's Pharmacy is awesome.
Oh, I love it in there.
Yeah.
We need to
The
go in
Magic-
next time.
Brown
Magic
Derby.
Shop just
It's
recently
simple,
closed.
but I like it.
Yeah.
Going more
Yeah, I
park
wonder if
wise.
they'll do
It's
anything
not
like
nearly as well detailed as New York is, though.
No.
But they do need that open space for the interactive parade.
Well, I was just going to say, I
Elements.
think I'd like to see the parade expanded a little bit. I quite
Yeah.
like that they've got that there, and I'd like to see them do a bit more with the parade, actually.
Well, I hear rumors that it's going to be just Minion from here
Really?
on out.
Right.
Okay.
Just a minion. No, I'm just messing with you.
See, I'd like to see him do more with the cinematic spectacular as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they need... See, I wasn't overly impressed with it when I saw it. I think they need to do something more with it. I think it's something you'd see once, maybe twice. And... Anything else, anyone?
I can't think of anything.
I do like the flexibility of the cinematic spectacular and what they can do with that, though.
And that's the thing, that they haven't done anything with it. Like, I'm surprised they're not using it for Horror Nights.
They did 2 years ago, right?
Darren?
Well, they used the spheres when they had the 360.
Yeah, I didn't think
Cinesphere 360, they used those. They put on some clips from old horror movies and that kind of stuff. And every once in a while they had like the water like kind of erupt out in the middle of the lake with like some red light shining on it. But yeah, I mean, they definitely could. I could see them doing some stuff with the screens this year.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah,
those
with
water
the 25th.
screens, that has to be pretty intensive to run those things for a long time.
Mm.
I don't know for sure, but it seems like they have to do a lot of like maintenance and stuff. You see them out there all day on jet skis and stuff, making sure everything's set up right just for like the 15, 20-minute show that they do.
Okay.
So,
right.
Who knows?
Well, I think we've
covered it
exhausted it, haven't we?
I think so.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's going to wrap up episode 160. It is 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Our next show will be our live show. Just me and Tracy. From the Haunted Hangout.
Yeah.
Tickets are now not on sale. The competition to win one of Seth's book is now over, and we will announce that at the live event, actually.
Yes, we will.
Got quite a few entries, actually. I'm quite interested to see who gets that. So, again, talking of meats, Tracy, you still need to get in touch with the kitchen and get that set locked down for the kitchen challenge. Yes. But it is in October. If you do want to come, please head over to Facebook and find the event thing on there for our meet in October. And if you're interested in doing the kitchen challenge with us, drop us a message or just post on the page or email us at podcast@uopodcast.com, because we need to let the kitchen know roundabout sort of numbers. I think there's about 12 of us doing it at the moment, which is cool.
Also, if you have kids, they want to do it, let me know, because they have said they will create a Little Rockers version.
Good point.
But we need to let them know. Yes.
It is Halloween Horror Night season. It has begun, and Darren is on the prowl for merchandise. And if you want to win some Halloween Horror Night stuff that Darren will have bought, all you have to do is send in your best maniacal clown laugh.
I'll give it up now.
You can send it to podcast@uopodcast.com, or you can record it at speakpipe.com/uopodcast. I'm going to say, because I will get this update in at some point, but if you want to get your vote in for our top 5 worst attractions at Universal Orlando, all you have to do is email us your list to podcast@uopodcast.com, and that's going to do it. So for Tracy, Darren, Hunter, I am Lee, and this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Well, that wraps up another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Just search the word UUO Podcast. We'd love to hear from you, so if you've seen something hilarious in the parks, let us know for our Funny Schmidt segment. And if you've had a great experience with a team member, we want to hear about that too. So to get in touch with us, email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com or record us a message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and rate and review the show. That would be amazing. Not an Apple user? No problem. You can find us on Stitcher at uuopodcast.libsyn.com, as well as many other podcast apps. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, for all your Universal vacation needs. Head over to our partner site, micechat.com, for even more theme park news, and check out micepod.com. So until next time, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com